And what is the deal, ladies and gentlemen? You are back again for another episode of the Turf and Rundown Show. Y'all know what it is, man. Make sure you guys are tapping on that like button. Hit the subscribe button if you're feeling what you're hearing. And at the same time, make sure you're hearing and you're hitting both buttons on both channels, right? So without further ado, man, we getting it started. Turf, my brother, Unc, how you feeling?
Feeling great, man. I'm excited for this show today, man. I'm always excited for a Turf and Rundown show.
Oh, yeah. Guaranteed, man. Turf and Rundown Show always. I feel like, man, we bring the little calm, vibe to it before we really get everything started, especially on Sunday and all that. But you know how we got to start off every single Turf and Rundown show. You know what we say here, man. We got to go with the chat. Lives matter, man. We got to start shouting out some of our brothers and sisters that is in the chat, man. Much appreciating everybody that's here. So let's go ahead and go through the comments, Turf, if you will, please. Let's see who we got in the building.
Yeah, hold on. You got me. You caught me. Where we at?
Boom. Let me see.
Let's get it started. Here we go.
Raider Paul.
Raiders in the building. Hold on. This one.
Salute to you, my guy. Salute to you for being here.
One little tiny thing that's off for you, boy. And y'all know exactly what that is for me. But we right back on it. Yeah. Let's go. Here we go. Stuart Lowry, good evening. Raider Nation. What's cracking still? Yes, for Raiders. Raider Nation in the building.
My God, man. How you feeling?
I see y'all showed up for real. I'm trying to get everybody in now saying hello, man. Jorge Rosales, what's up, Raider Nation? Great day to be a Raider.
Actual.
Absolutely right. Uh-oh, I see Milka
BZ, my guy, man. BZ. Well, how you feeling?
Yes, sir. Another favorite up in the building.
SoCal Sal. How you feeling, SoCal?
Yes,
glad
sir.
you can make it as well, man.
And last but not least, another no copy time.
My boy Rafa in the building, man.
In the building.
I see my guy Fear Raider, man. I see you in the building as well. And 831, man. I appreciate this comment right here.
Yeah, absolutely. Fear is in the building. Yes, sir.
See my guy Fear. My guy 831, man. Appreciate you for
stopping by. Is in the building.
Oh, factual. And if you didn't see the interview with Lowby, man, definitely go check that out. Boy got 2 channels. We putting in major work. Right. So at the end of the day, if you didn't see my interview with Dylan Lowby, go check that out, man. Y'all gonna love the dude for sure.
100%. 100%.
So we appreciate everybody that's in the building, man. Y'all know how we get down. Make sure you guys are tapping in with the conversation, hitting the comment button as well, man, because without y'all, the turf and rundown show don't move. So regardless of it, man, we want y'all to be part of the conversation. So we appreciate y'all. But as we roll into it, right? I see people down there talking about give our final grades. What's the final grades, right? As far as, the Raiders draft class.
Yeah.
So I want to put it on you and we'll do, both of us. But what's the final draft grade for the Raiders draft class, if you will?
It's a great question, man. That's a great question. I haven't actually even given us a grade, to be honest, but if I had to give us a grade on the spot based off of what I've seen, that's a B+. B+. Shout out to Turk. B+.
Okay.
I would give.
I agree. I mean, me personally, that's where I was going. I was going to put a B+, right? But I would definitely need you elaborate. Why would you give us a B+?
Well, to be honest, when you take your emotion out, when you take your feelings out of, what you wanted, what you thought was best for the team, the reality is that nobody knows better than the people in that building, right? And the people that are around them. So, the fact that they got arguably the second greatest player in the draft, on top of a bunch of positions of need, along with talent with those picks of need. It's the first time in a long time we've actually had a logical draft that made a lot of sense.
Right.
And hindsight, It's a lot easier to say what I'm saying, but absolutely, I'm happy with our picks. 100%.
And I'm right there with you, right? Like B plus. Can't fully go to an A because number one, even though as talented as the first round pick is, wasn't necessarily a need. So okay, whatever. But you follow that up with Jackson Powers Johnson, right? A regardless, so cool. But then the Delmar Glaze, we fell off a little bit, right? I was kind of questioning that one.
Yeah,
still questioning a little bit.
Yeah,
I understand why they took him.
Yeah,
but still there are question marks in my mind. So that's where I'm at with that one.
Hey, all time. You saw it on Spicy and Shield last night. All time, number 2 and 6. I mean, number 1 and 6.
Definitely. Right? But I'm a Thayer Munford guy. So regardless, we're gonna have to see about that, but we're gonna continue to talk about that.
Yeah, because he would be taking Thayer's spot.
Yeah, he's
I don't think he's going to be ready to start anyway. So Thayer Munford is the guy. I think
yesterday about solo show, I said swing tackle. I can see Delmar being the swing tackle this year.
Right.
6 man, you know what I mean? That'd be a good role for him year one, honestly.
Right. No, I agree. Totally agree.
But you go from Delmar, iffy. I personally don't really like the 4th round corner. Like, he's cool, but you know what I mean? I'm not really moved by him. I like the size, like the speed, right? He got some things that you can't teach. But, like I said, not really moved. Me personally, I like our 7th round corner more than our 4th round corner. But, that's how I'm looking at it right there. And then also, but then you go with Dylan Laube, right? Dylan Laube, then you go with Tommy Eichenberg. And these picks right here, these bring the grade back up. So, yeah, definitely like B+. Talk about Trey Taylor, too. That's a guy, don't know how he got to the 7th round.
Right, it's insane. Yeah, he should have been picked well before the 7th round.
Yeah, I don't know how he got to the 7th round, but yeah, that's another good pick right there. So I give it a solid B+. For our grade right there. I think it'll be real good. I think Munford will start and all that. And now the only reason that I asked this question, right? And before we get into that, I want to see everybody else's little opinions there. Let me see. Eric says a B. Agree, right? B+ or A-. Not mad at that. If you can go up to an A-, I can see it. I can see somebody going up. SoCal, solid B. Fear, solid B. This is real good, everybody. I'm
mad at it.
A B for us, right? The Raiders.
Yeah, hasn't been that way in a long time.
Turf. A B, right? And most of the nation is probably in agreement, right? Like, if you were to ask probably like most fans, I would say 75% would say it's a B, maybe even more.
It depends. Yep, I would agree.
Maybe even more, right? B or higher. You know what that's what I would say that they would say right there. George, man, I appreciate that. Definitely.
Yes, sir.
E, will we have a fullback this year? I want to answer this question real quick. I don't think so. No. I think Brock Bowers is going to be your fullback.
Yeah. Or, man, I could totally see him lining up in the backfield, going in motion and hitting the edge all day.
Man, I mean, realistically, the kid can block, right? So
100%.
We like, shit, send his big ass to the edge, bro, and then just the threat, right? You're going to be like, okay, he's coming to block, but we know he can run routes. So just imagine Brock Bowers in that offset in the backfield.
Right.
Like, that's going to be nasty.
It is. It's going to be sick.
It's going to be nasty, bro. But seeing a lot of B's, man. Seeing a lot of B's here in the chat. Steve says a B+. Rafa says an A. My guy, Raiders Rebel. Shout out, man. An A. So, yeah. Soft in the middle, bro. I mean, it was soft in the middle. We talking about, Delmar and, Richardson, those guys, it's hit or miss. But the only reason I asked this question, because I really want to get your opinion on this, right? I looked at least 2 to 3 shows today, right? I know Colin Cowherd, NFL Network, had rated the Raiders the worst draft in the AFC West.
Wow.
Some were to venture. Some were to venture that they gave us at the highest a C minus. A highest.
Wow.
That's what they said.
That's surprising. I'm not gonna lie. That's actually a little surprising.
This is what's going on. This is the public talk, right?
Yeah,
like this is the narrative
surprising.
around the team. Because you want to know something? It's so funny, right? And I'm gonna let you go off turf, but how in the hell did we become a team who before the draft was like, man, they're a quarterback away. They're a quarterback away. Now all of a sudden we're dog shit. We're dog water, right? Like all of a sudden. So especially with the weapons and the people we've added. But okay, whatever. You know, C minus, we taking a stride. It is what it is. But how does that make you feel? Turf initial reaction.
I'm pissed off. I mean, to put us behind the donkeys, like literally, I mean, they are going off of coaching. And there's no talent on either of those two teams that are ahead of us than the obvious. And it makes no sense to me. I mean, Peyton has the worst quarterback problem than we do by leaps and bounds. And Harbaugh, I mean, who knows what's going to happen with that offense? You just don't have a clue. I mean, he's got to come in and build his culture and do all those things. It doesn't happen overnight, and he's coming in, starting out. It's going to take some time. He's playing catch-up ball. So I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't see how we're not right below the Chiefs. 100%. We should be right below the Chiefs.
Yeah, you
Period.
know that.
Period.
I don't understand it, right? I saw a lot of them like, oh no, they had the worst one. They had the worst one. C minus at the most. I'm like, bro, they got to be doing it for clicks, right? They got to be doing it
100%.
for shit like that because there's no way they actually don't believe what they're saying and they're just spitting bullshit, or they are actually misinformed, right? It's one or the two. Like they actually don't know what they're talking about, and that's scary because now we got dudes on major platforms that don't really watch teams like they're supposed to watch teams, right?
I agree.
So now I'm like, bro, at the end of the day, if you want to put the Raiders, I think at minimum, least, we're third. You would say third. If you want to put the Chargers second, you know, whatever, apples to oranges at that point, regardless, right? But I mean,
doesn't make sense. We spanked them and we have a better team than them now. Than we did when we spanked them. It doesn't make any sense.
Thank you. We have a better team, bro. We have a better team. So at the end of the day, I think we were the team that got better, right? I feel like as far as this draft. Now, if you want to say the Chargers, sure, but the Chargers are relying on a lot of shit from a lot of rookies this year, right? So you don't know how that's going to really go. We have guys that are veteran in veteran spots that are proven, right? We just asking some of these dudes to make a couple plays here and there. I mean, shit, a lineman as a rookie, I have a lot of faith in. I mean, I don't know how you feel, Turk.
No, I love what we got going on. I think we actually, for the first time, have some serious depth, given that, you know, we get through the first half of the season without any injuries. These rookies will be able to catch on enough to spell some plays and maybe even some games or quarters. You know what I mean? Depending on what's needed on them. So we have not been this deep ever.
No.
Ever. I mean, on the offensive line, we've never been this deep.
Hell no. Just think of what you have, right? Just think of what we have. It's beautiful. Right, you have depth across the board. Not only that, you got a lot of guys that can play a lot of positions. Right, and that's the one thing I will say about Delmar Glaze. Right, a lot of times you look up his scouting report, the couple things you see. A lot of times you see good technique, good hands. Right, as a rookie, I'll take that. Right, at least you have that coming in. We can work with that shit. Right, if you need to add strength, whatever the fuck, we can do that. Right. But good technique, that's hard to come by, and the dude has played every position but center. So it's like, that's invaluable. Need that. So from that standpoint, I can get down with the Delmar pick.
I love it. I mean, I'm happy with the Delmar pick.
Right.
Very happy. I mean,
if you want to talk about actually like just as far as the AFC West, I feel like the Raiders got better. I mean, but people won't say it because they don't know our quarterback situation. And that's the problem, right? They're always going, which I don't understand what the fuck they're doing with Denver, because you're completely right, Turf. Like, I feel like their quarterback situation is worse. It's worse.
It's way worse, bro. They have Zach Wilson and Bo Nix. I don't know how. It's not, bro. It's not. I mean, who is he throwing? Who are they throwing the ball to?
Next question. Who they throwing the ball to? Training camp right now, right? Cortland Sutton's not there. They draft Troy Franklin, right? So match him up with Bo Nix, but it don't move me. You feel what I'm saying? That shit don't scare me whatsoever. We gotta see. We're gonna see.
Not even a little bit. Yeah, not even a little bit. I don't understand. I guess we are blinded by the love for our squad, man. Because I don't understand. I'd love to hear some real fans' takes on it, and if they really honestly believe that. I just don't think anybody even believes it.
How? Yeah. I just now after the draft has ended, I cannot see how Denver had a better offseason than this. Period. Offseason, can't see it, right? The Chargers, people think the Chargers had a better fucking offseason than us. Let's be real, bro. They unloaded a lot of shit. Now we're gonna see, because right now you can clearly see that Harbaugh's like, we're gonna tear some shit down real quick. You know what I mean? And then we're gonna build it back up. We'll see how that goes, but at the end of the day, you can see that's where the stage is at, bro. The team that they're gonna have is going to be a fucking building block team, bro. It ain't gonna be no shit that's gonna compete this year. That's my opinion.
No, I agree 100%. I don't see any of those teams in the AF in our division competing above ourselves and the Chiefs. I mean, they're battling for the bottom. That's really what it boils down to. They're battling for the bottom. I honestly think the Donkeys are the worst team in the division. Personally,
me too.
That's who I think's the worst. I think the Chargers are the second best just on talent alone. They lost a lot of talent, so that goes to show you, hey, shout out to our guy Tom Telesco, because apparently he's the one that, pretty much filled their coffins pretty well, and we'll see what they can do with it. I mean, that's even the other thing. How can they think that they're better than us, and we know more of what they're built out of than when they do of us? Having their GM that's been there for how long? None of it makes sense.
None of it makes sense whatsoever. But let's see what the chat thinks, man.
It's the hate, The hate makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
The hate makes a whole lot of sense.
Let's see what the chat thinks, man. Shout out to everybody that is in here, man. Let me see. Cowherd is a douche. That's what Stewart says. Raiders Rebel says, all these fools' opinions mean dick to me. We are the most hated, and I love it. Keep underestimating this team. All the sleepers will be woke up real quick. Agreed. Fully agreed, bro. I fully fucking agree. Because we don't need all that hype and shit right now. We're fine. You know what I mean? We gotta take that shit, bro. We gotta take it, bro. Pops, what's the deal, man? Shout out, Pops. He says the disrespect will end once we win. 100%.
I agree.
100%.
Absolutely right.
As soon as we start winning, they'll understand. But as of right now, we ain't won. Right? That's when you stop listening to Cowherd. You lose credibility with opinions like that. Man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, bro. I see it. Yeah. I mean, just seeing the chat, bro. The chat is saying it's real bullshit, but regardless, bro, we don't give a fuck about the opinions. The opinions is our opinions, bro. I mean, it happens every year. The Chargers are the greatest team to ever hit the grass, right? Like, you know what I mean? At this point, bro, they're gonna continue to disrespect us until we do something about it. That's just me.
Did Harbaugh win the Super Bowl?
No, he did not.
I just had to put that out there because
he lost.
The way people talk about this guy, you would have thought he won a Super Bowl, man. I'm not as in awe. I get it. Yeah, sure, he won one in college. It's college. I'm just not in awe. And show me. I'm just not in awe.
Like I said, even when we were making the coaching search, right? I'm like, even if he goes to the Chargers, cool, right? Like, understand now, I love it because now we gonna really find out sink or fucking swim, bro. Like, sink or swim in this motherfucking division. It's either now you can beat these coaches and you can beat these, well-rounded and established teams, because now it's a whole different level now that we talking about. Not only is the team going to have to be good, your scheme, your coaching staff, everything
has to be good. Yes.
You detailed on your show, shout out to you, the coaching staff in detail, right? What type of guys he has now in the building. So, in your opinion, do you believe like we have that to now combat every team?
I do. I think we built exactly what I said that our front office is built on: toughness. Right? I gave y'all the game on Montana, the Montanans, all that stuff. Our front office is flooded with those type of guys, let alone at least 3 or 4 of them that are cut from that cloth, whether they're born or, you know what I'm saying, taught. I'm a firm believer in no matter, who you are, whatever coach you have, particularly the ones that you love the most, a piece of them absolutely rubs off on you in one way, shape, or form. Whether it's a workout because they got you at an early age and they hit you with a specific workout that your body responded to and grew just like them, because it's the same thing that they do, the way that they coach. There's just all these little nuances. It's no different than seeing that little kid, right? We all see that little kid mimicking the coach on the sideline, you know what I'm saying, trying to get his game right. But when he becomes a coach, etc., it's no different. And I think we got a coaching staff that's ready, and everybody's going to be talking, where did this come from? Who are these? Why are these guys playing so hard? You know what I'm saying? And why is it so difficult and tough? Like, nobody's going to want to play us, win, lose, or draw.
And I'm going to be honest, I kind of like, AP's demeanor now, like that football has gotten going. Like, if y'all noticed, right, he was doing a lot of podcasts. I seen a lot of people talking about why is he talking so much. I didn't care about that. Like, I liked hearing his philosophy. But whatever the case, since like football shit has started, right, draft and now getting on the field, you ain't heard nothing like from him at all. Like, I just like see him stone face. It's not like no rah-rah, I'm not in the camera doing all that. It's like, okay, bro, like you can tell go mode has been activated now.
Yeah, it's over. What I mean? It's time. Hey, you got it. You got it, right? Everybody's picked. Your squad is here. It's time to go to work. The minute that last pick in the 7th round was drafted by Telesco, go get your glass of wine. You did your job. Get your stogie, get your stick. And hey, AP, you up next, dog. You up.
Now, I will say, right, I'm glad you sat there and just said that, because now that segues us to our next segment, right, which is the Raiders signing Michael Gallup, right? Because as soon as the draft is over, Telesco could have said, yo, all right, I'm about to sit on down, right? We're going to see what happens, whatever the case. But he went right into go mode and made, I believe, an aggressive move in signing Michael Gallup. Now, I know you probably talked about that on your show, or did it happen after your show?
It happened after, I believe.
Okay.
No, I might have mentioned it. I might have just mentioned it and brushed over it because, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think he's a great addition of, backup, if you will, meaning if needed, necessary, is not somebody you want to count on because of his injury background. But, yeah, I'm not mad at it.
No, I don't know. I mean, and because of the injury factor, right? Like, that's exactly why it's like, at least you ain't got to be the number one. Exactly. You know what I mean? Whatever the case, bro. Like, we got guys. We're going to be able to mix and match. We're going to be able to do whatever the fuck we want on the field, bro. It ain't going to be nothing. Honestly, it ain't going to be nothing to me.
Yep.
But I actually, do like the signing. I think this is going to give us some great versatility. You know what I mean? Coming in there. I mean, if you don't want Tucker in there to be that number 3, you could put a bigger body in there who's got a bigger catch radius, more of a possession guy, right? You know what I mean? So that'll help. But, I like this signing. But realistically, I bring this up because I want to talk about other veterans that you might want to be talking to as well. I mean, like, who should the Raiders be targeting? I think after the draft ended, my initial thoughts went straight to veteran corner. Veteran corner. Like, that's my initial thoughts. But where are you at right now? Where do you think some more leadership, maybe not leadership, but veterans?
No, I know what you mean. I the one reason I love the pickup of the kid from the Air Force is he's bringing that old soul leadership. You know what I'm saying? From the new crew coming in, and even the guys that exist that don't comprehend how that military, aspect goes. It can be very beneficial for that secondary. And the people that are there may actually be able to grow and learn from him in that respect, to be honest. And that's for anybody. It's just a different world, right? Military is a different situation. So I'm excited that he's on board because we don't have that veteran figure back there.
Right.
Whether it's safety or, you know what I'm saying, corner. So that helps, but I don't know, man. It's tough because at some point who's going to be able to stay and play?
That's the thing, right? That's the thing. I like this comment right here by Cowtown. Shout out to my guy. Says, just be patient and let the staff in place cook. No more 2-year turnovers. We got our coach, GM, and we got our foundational players in place. Time to watch these boys work. Factuals. We definitely gonna be able to do our thing, man. We'll be watching work. But if we talking about specifically the free agent signings, you heard what I said, corner immediately. I think we got to go in the corner. Shout out to our guy Chris, but he has and Angelo. I think Angelo and I think Leo as well.
Yeah.
They all three of these dudes. They got faith that Jacorian Bennett is going to be the guy.
Yeah,
maybe so. But me, I would feel more comfortable with a veteran presence in there.
Yeah, y'all know how I feel about Jacorian Bennett. I pray to God K proves me wrong, man. I really, really do. I hope he proves me wrong, but we'll see. I'm challenging him. Somebody tell him.
Cheers, man.
Chance in the building. Yes, sir.
OJ, I see you too, my dude, man. Glad you in the building, man. We're going to try,
OJ, he's a member, ladies and gentlemen.
Glad you in the building, dog.
You're in the building.
Chris says if Gallup can catch 45 to 50 passes in about 400 to 700 yards. Shit. If this man has 500 plus, bro, do you understand the type of offense he just had?
There's no way. Where is it? Who is going to take that? Who's going to take it back?
Yeah, who plate is he going to eat off?
Exactly, because there's no way impossibility he's getting that. Think about it. Devontae, Jacorian, Bowers now, and Mayer got to eat before he even sniffs coming in just to get a deep.
Oh, for him, yeah. And then you talk about Tucker. Tucker probably
is just about to get in there and say that. I mean, what you think Tucker's in there for? He's going to be the one that gets more of this 45, 50 touches based on that speed, if you will, depending on how
they all take a back seat because we're going to be running them fucking balls.
Yeah, exactly. So now you see why I'm like, Gallup was I get it. He's a great, solid player that may not be there.
It's very tough.
But it's, I'm not mad at it. Not mad at all.
You would probably shave this down about 20. If he gets, I'd say 30. If he gets 30 catches this year,
right,
it's not bad. I'm not going to cap.
The 30 catches?
Yeah, shit, it's just based off,
average a couple catches a game. Average a couple catches a game, bro.
Now you get an injury.
You balling out.
Now, if you get an injury, now we, different story, right? Different story. Because I think, I like this signing, too, because you go back to last season where Jacoby got injured and had that concussion.
Well, yeah,
I didn't think we had a guy that could come in, right, for that. I think now we do.
I agree. No, that I agree with. That I 100% agree with. We picked up a couple of guys that might be able to fulfill that role behind Myers.
Yeah, right.
Who's Devontae's backup?
That's the question, ain't it? Shit, nobody. Nobody at this point right now. I think if God forbid, right? If God forbid, but I mean, shit, you slide Jacoby to 1,
right? Then you would have,
right? Trey 3. I don't know how much they like Wilkerson. We'll fucking see.
Is Wilkerson still? We still got Wilkerson.
He's still there.
Wow, he actually balled out.
I mean, they like him. They might like him. I mean, shit, they might like him.
Yeah, he balled out. So, that's not bad. Okay, I did not know that.
Yeah, he's still there.
Yeah, because he's a big body too. Isn't he like 6'1", 6'2"?
Something like that.
Yeah.
It's him after that. I mean, but Bowers comes in Bowers ain't gonna be playing no fucking X and shit though. Like that's
but they'll be able to play him everywhere, outside, inside. He can play whatever.
Okay, so I mean, yeah, we'll be able to mix and match. I mean, most of the times, I mean, Devontae's gonna be probably on the field regardless. Be the one receiver or one of two, regardless, because it's gonna be 12 personnel most of the fucking time.
Yeah, I agree.
12 personnel.
Looking, 100%.
But if we talk about more free agent signings, I mean, personally, I don't like. I see a lot of people talking about the offensive line.
Right.
Me personally, I think we're cool. I don't think it's the best offensive line. Don't get me fucking wrong. I don't think it's like a top 5 offensive line. But I think it can be a top 15.
See, and this is where, how do you go from being top 10 offensive line in the NFL to saying top 15?
Oh, well, shit, if we was already top 10.
That's why I'm like, yeah, that's where I'm confused. Because, yeah, we were the top 10 offensive line last year. Period. And somebody correct me if I'm wrong.
No, it's true. I think you're right. I think PFF.
Exactly. So
regardless, though, I think
what I'm saying is with the addition of JPJ and a couple of other guys that can actually give some breathers, etc. I actually think we're better than 10. I think we are.
There was a lot of bullshit placed on this offensive line as well, as far as last.
Oh yeah, James. We all know about James. We all know about the left guard that we signed, and what is it, Whitehair or it's
you talking about this year? What we signed this year?
The Chicago guy we just signed.
Whitehair. I mean, I think we got better. You know what I mean? At the very least,
we absolutely got better.
Right, you got depth, and you got JPJ. Right, so that's at that point. You really got better now, I believe. You got Bowers, another guy that can add on to the offensive line as sort of a little addition. So I think we got more physical, in my opinion.
100%. See, and this is where I think James is going to benefit. And this may actually get him to where he needs to be because he's going to understand he's next to a dog now in JPJ. And he knows it don't take but much for him to take over that center position. So he better get some physicality going.
Another thing that people were saying, right, as well, too, that maybe Andre didn't have very good guard play to his right most of the times. So it's like you overcompensate. Like, which you can agree at times, but then there are times Andre.
Who's the right guard, though? Because that was Parham, wasn't it? And Parham was solid.
No, Parham left guard. As far as right guard, that's when we interchanged in Alex Bars. And,
that's what I thought.
Who was last year? Who was just last year?
I was just gonna say that had to be the case. That had to be the case.
You know what I mean, we had just major dudes. So I think offensive line, is getting a lot of shit that I don't think it so heartily deserves. I think the offensive line is okay.
Bro, I've been saying that for the longest. We've had a top 10 offensive line, bro. And that's what I do get on AOC and any other quarterback that's not helping them by doing the things that a quarterback should naturally be able to do. That's where Mahomes is a genius. He helps his offensive line every which way till Sunday.
Right.
And don't get me wrong, they cheat for him. They a lot of times they hold and the refs don't call it. But still, he knows how to get in the positions to where apparently they can't see. So,
shout out Chris, man, Van Roten. And I understand people give the O-line shit, but it's like, you can't tell me we have not upgraded the offensive line from last year to this year. There's no, you can't tell me we haven't. Van Roten was our starting right guard. Now we have JPJ, in my estimation, will probably start, and Whitehair as the backup. Or mix and match that how you want. I don't give a fuck how you do it. But regardless of it, there's depth, right? And there's future to be talked about at the position. Nastiness. So you can't tell me we didn't get better at the offensive line. I think we did.
100%. Yeah, I mean, next man up. That's what we've built. We've literally built next man up. We're actually talking about dudes having to step up their game because of the people next to them.
Correct.
When's the last time we've been talking like that with our offensive line? Never.
Not in a minute. Not in a minute.
Never. Never. There's never been a time we've been talking about people, rookies coming in, making veterans step their game up because they come into play. That's never been the case.
Nah, never been the case.
And I'm gonna be honest, that's a lot of JPJ right there. That's what that is. That kid is he's gonna be a problem, and they're already messing with him. They're already trying to find a way to get to him, if you will. I don't know if you saw the comments about him, I guess, championing one of his old quarterbacks of coming into the fold, if you will. And people giving him shit, talking about, he hasn't even been here, and he's talking about vouching for another quarterback. I don't think there's any validity in it. And even if it's his guy, what do you want him to say? My guy sucks? Yeah. No, of course he's going to say that's his guy. So I don't read into any of that nonsense at all. But I think that they're reading into it because they know this kid is going to be a problem. We need to find a way. Yeah. I do truly believe we are hated by most of the league. I don't know any other way to put it. Call me a conspiracy theorist from that respect. But yeah, anything that is against us by way of the league or individual teams, I'm sorry. I'm a believer in. I just think we are literally the most hated team in the NFL.
No, I mean, definitely I think it gets there, man. I mean, and you gotta remember, man, last year a lot of scheme shifting, a lot of this, a lot of that. Like, there were times the offensive line showed promise. At the spots where they needed to be fixed, they are fixed. And the scheme that is being ran now is something that fits the offensive line skill-wise better. It fits our players better. Getsy's scheme fits the players better. So you would expect improvement in that area, right? I see my guy, shout out to Stuart, I put his comment on. He said something about getting the guy back, right? Me personally, I like the combination of Thayer Munford and Delmar Glaze over just getting Mekhi Becton. That's me.
Right. Me too. I'm right with you, boss.
You know what I mean? So from the offensive line, we move on. We don't need no veteran signings there.
Not at all.
We're good.
Not at all.
Running back, I think we're good.
Necessary offensive line wise.
No. Running back, I think we good. Realistically, I mean, on the offense, I don't think we need shit. Defensively, now defense, I'd add another edge, and I'd add another motherfucking another corner. That's what I would do.
Right.
So where would you go? What would you add to the roster right now as we stand?
It's absolutely his cornerback. I'd do some more defensive build up. I'd maybe get another defensive lineman edge, like you said. Those would be my two areas of focus before anything else. I mean, I think we're pretty solid across the board, honestly. I know people don't like my takes, because I'm drinking the Kool-Aid, but I really feel this way. I think we can win with what we have.
I mean, we're solid. I mean, we have a solid squad. Now, we can always improve. There are things that can definitely be improved, right? And that's why I continuously say another edge. I want more pressure, bro. You know what I mean? I don't want motherfuckers to get complacent. Like, oh, this line. Like, nah, bro, I want different rotations. Who else is out there? Who else can provide pressure to the quarterback? Like, that's what I'm trying to get. As far as the corner, I want a guy that knows how to take the ball away. Because if this defensive line performs how we think we know it's going to perform, right? How we think it can perform.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I need a guy that's veteran that knows how to take the damn ball away and knows what to do when those situations come up. You know what I mean? That's
Right.
what I mean.
Well, see, this is the thing, man. So the kid that from the Air Force, he's a ball hawk. We got guys that the kid from Mississippi.
Quarterback wise. My bad. Let me.
Mississippi, the kid from Mississippi State. He runs a 4.3. No, I understand. He's long, but what I'm trying to say to you is, given that we have a potential offensive line that can really cause some problems and allow people to, you know what I'm saying, to be able to make mistakes and recover super easy because of them, or right, the opposite, try to go for a play and have to learn the hard way. I think that stuff matters, man. We have a good thing in place, you know what I mean, if you will, for that when it comes to that defensive line, even without adding to it. So
right.
I think it helps those cornerbacks, man. And if you got 4.3 speed, man, you're gonna trust that. You know, I just think you play differently. I think you play differently with that in front of you.
You can agree. I mean, what did Jacorian run? Ain't Jacorian fast and shit?
Right. I agree with that, and I already told y'all what I think the problem with Jacorian is, and that's obviously the playbook, being able to catch on and actually know what he's supposed to be doing. That's the thing. That's why I try to explain it. But it doesn't matter if you run a 4-0. If you don't know what you're supposed to be doing and you just running into an oblivion at cornerback, there's no hope. Yeah, you have to know what you're doing. You have to know what you're doing.
On that. We definitely gonna see about that. But definitely, like I said, make sure you guys are hitting the like button, tap on the subscribe button if you like what you're hearing. At the same time, right? What do y'all think? Hit it down below. Where should the Raiders go as far as free agent signings, right? What veterans should the Raiders be looking at? So without further ado, man, as we continue the show, we're coming up on 45 minutes, man. We got 89 people in the building right now. Oh, shit.
Already.
So, man, let's get it to 100. Let's get it to a nice little C note tonight, man. That's what I'm trying to do. So make sure, hit that like button, hit the share button, right? If your homie not on this, make sure you get him on this. You already know what time it is.
Exactly.
Surfers, we coming up on our next topic here, right? I do want to point this out, right? We're going to talk about this. I guess we got this off season, so we got to hit it. A lot of people have already talked about it. The number change for our guy, Aiden O'Connell, right?
Yeah.
The number change is official. And now, as we look, hold on, I'm about to pull it up right now for you. As we look, your boy is now, boom. Where is he? We scroll. Damn, fool. I got 75.
There you go.
Boom.
Yeah.
There we go to our guy.
There he is.
O'Connell has
iconic
his name.
Official number, bro.
Or number.
The iconic official number. This is an iconic number.
Now, 12 means a lot, right?
It means
this the organization. 12 means a lot. That's I mean,
bro.
He's been here a year. He's with AP. He should know the importance of this fucking number. And a lot of people immediately went to Tom Brady. But we Raider motherfuckers, so it's different.
We know.
It's different.
We know what this is.
We know this number means shit. This means you have to fucking win. That's what this means.
To ball out. You have to ball out. No question.
You see what my guy? Look, you see what my guy is saying? Stabler.
Absolutely.
Who else?
Nate.
Right? Didn't Mr.
Did
Gannon have 12?
Mr. Rich Gannon had the number 12. Absolutely.
Boom. I believe there's one more, right? There's one more guy that had 12. Gannon, Stabler. Was there one more?
I mean, I know Hostetler had 15. I don't know who else.
I think there's one more, bro. I'm trying to remember. Wasn't Plunkett.
Nope. He's 16.
Yeah. Damn. I got to think about it. But I know those two for sure. Gannon.
Right.
Stabler.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Marinovich.
Marinovich? Nah, he's not
Marinovich.
famous.
I don't think
Well,
but it's not
I
good enough.
mean, he didn't play. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I'm not saying he's not famous.
Regardless of it, the two that we even put right there, right?
That in itself,
Stabler.
it's a lot to deal with.
Like they have won for the organization. You know what I mean? They've done major things for the organization. So, Turf, how you feel about it?
Hey man, I'm excited. Shout out to my guy AOC. Everybody knows I'm a big time AOC supporter, man. It's giving him the confidence he needs. This team believes in him. Come on. You really think they about to, put that on his chest without giving him that vote of confidence, get out there and do something for us? I don't know. I mean, and if he doesn't win the battle, as I've said in the past, we got a dog in the guard dog. So, I mean, it's a win-win situation. I love what's going on. I think that it's really going to propel him to even compete that much more this offseason and coming into training camp. And I think you guys are going to see a different O'Connell, believe it or not. I know you don't think a lot can happen overnight, meaning by way of, right, one off season, but I think an absolute lot can happen overnight in one off season, particularly from college to the NFL. So,
talk that talk, Chris. Potheads are people too. I 100% agree with that sentiment, man. That is perfect. I need to get that shit on a flag or something. That was beautiful. But 100% agree with everything you're saying, Turf, man. I mean, this you can take this as a vote of confidence from the coaching staff, saying like, hey, look, we understand the importance of this number. It's not like the people in the building don't understand the importance of what this is, right? I would venture to say they know very much what it is. So
absolutely,
giving him that number, him being there for a year, probably understanding like, all right, bro, this probably AOC puffing his chest out a little bit. Like, all right, bro, all right, let's do it then.
Yes,
Show me now. All right, this is the vote of confidence. AP has said it all year. They have, even whoever we bring in has to beat Aiden.
Has to go through Aiden O'Connell, bro. You got to beat that kid. And that's just what it is. And see, again, I can talk about the kid all day, but I don't think people understand the fact that he's gone through this the way he has and how cool he has been throughout this fire. Like, nothing touches this kid. And that's the part that I don't think anyone's paying attention. None of all of this, we tired of him, draft Daniels. None of this stuff has bothered this kid, not even for a split second. Most other quarterbacks crack, man. They have something to say, something that's going to be sarcastic. This kid said, it's my job to keep my job. That's the type of dog we got. And I'm just telling you, this man ain't looking for no handout, and AP's not giving him one. It's smash mouth old school football, ladies and gentlemen, and that's what we getting back to. That is the Raider way, no matter how you want to look at it. And this kid's got every bit of all of that in him, and they validated it with allowing that 12 on his back.
Talk that talk, Turf. And shout out, man. We hit over 100 here on the channel. Everybody that's here on the Turf and Rundown show, man. We appreciate everybody that's here in the building, man. As we're coming up on the top of the hour, talking about the number changes, man. I think, it's the all season, but at the end of the day, with us, with the Raiders, man, the numbers are just are of big importance, right? We're big important with that. As we hear, boom, I wanted to see this one too. Abdullah changed his number.
Yeah, that's right.
Right, so he has number 8
now.
He's
got his old college, bro. He's got a battle, bro. He's got a battle.
Oh, that Dylan Loud comes in now, right? And then we on that, right? And then 52, Marquan McCall is now number 52.
That is. We drafted him.
I don't think he drafted him. I think he's been on the team already. So regardless,
not still clowning. Shout out to my guy. He's on the squad. So.
On the squad, but but we look at that. I'm glad you even brought this up, Turf. Make sure you guys are liking, hitting the subscribe button, both channels, Turf and Rundown. Yes, but you just brought it up. Abdullah gonna have to battle, right? A lot of people gonna have to battle this year. The training camp, I'm excited. The content we're gonna be able to give y'all is gonna be wild, bro. You already know what time it is. We're gonna be going to work when training camp comes because there's going to be battles damn near everywhere. Look, now it's gonna be veteran players versus rookies, and you even brought it up earlier, like. We drafted guys where now veterans got to be on their tip-top shape. Like that's where it has to be now. So where are some battles that you looking forward to from this type of veteran rookie dynamic or even just young player veteran dynamic?
You hit it right on the head when it comes to this running back spot. That running back spot is that whole entire room is crowded. It's crowded, and I'm telling y'all right now, y'all are forgetting about the dogs we currently had. I personally believe that, and that's why I've been contemplating and asking the question for all teams and all guys from 6th and 7th round. We only really just chat about the ones that make it, right? The Brady 6th round, right? The old boy from San Francisco 7th round, Mr. Irrelevant. But let's talk about the reality of the fact that most 6th and 7th rounders don't even make it out of training camp. Like most,
for sure.
Like literally over 80%. It's a rough number. So, I mean, what I love is like you said, Rundown. We got real battles. We got real hardcore battles, but that means. For some of these guys, 6th, 7th round, they going home, but it also means some of these potential veterans.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's very big possibility.
You can look at it as a good thing if that happens. Then that means the young talent's being developed the way it should be.
Changing of the guard. Right? Changing of the guard.
There are some guys that have been signed that might not even make the roster. I thought about it this morning, while before or getting ready for the show. I'm like, shit, we signed Michael Gallup. I like it, but shit, he might not even make it. I don't think he's going to make it.
And see, again, I don't think people understand that. They think that, hey, this guy got drafted, he got signed, he got a check. You know how many dudes I know that got a check and never seen the field? A lot. It's a ton of these guys that get checks for no reason, for days, not even a week. I've seen guys get a check for a day. I've seen guys get a check and never even touch the field.
Yep.
Got signed up. Quarterback didn't like him. Oh well. Here's your check. You don't gotta even show up. Just here's your check. These are all realities in the NFL, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, we're just scratching the surface. So, I just want to make sure that we bring that reality back because there's going to be some cuts and people are going to lose their mind. How did they cut him? Oh, wait, they just drafted him and gave him a contract. Like, that's because the room is now full of dogs. Now we got that next man up mentality, and that's what that breeds. A lot of good dudes having to say bye.
It's going to be iron sharpen iron, man, when it comes to this, man. I'm real excited. You said, running back, right? You said running back. That's going to be something.
Yeah, that's going, with Lobby coming in. The lobby coming in, man. And by the way, shout out to Rundown. Go check out that video. Just go to his channel, man. Go to the Raider Rundown channel. He's got it out there live, straight up. Check that out.
Yep. Y'all know what time it is, man. Damn, I'm over here. God, this shit's still hitting. In a minute. But anyway, like that right there, I think that's gonna be a good battle. You talk about the quarterback, of course, right? We're on that. Now we got some battles along the offensive line.
Offensive line is gonna get caught.
You know what I mean? Like, what if fucking Delmar Glaze start playing well? Oh, we got something, right? JPJ, Cody Whitehair, right? Like these are guys that's gonna have to battle for spots. Yes. D-line's interesting to me. And D-line's interesting in this fashion. Like, what is Byron Young gonna do What's Nesta Jade Silvera gonna do? These guys are on the fringe to me, right? Like you got to start showing improvement.
Yes.
In many ways.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, and I mean, they absolutely have to, you know, famous saying, shit or get off the pot, man. That's just what time it is. I think this is the season that, hey, there is no more special teams for you to develop. You've been here. You know, you've gotten a chance. You've gotten a couple of off seasons. It's time to put up or shut up. So I don't see any more leniency. Byron Young is gone. So yeah, that makes sense to me because it's time to move on if you haven't made your mark.
Oh yeah, if he don't like improve, it's time to get going, right? Janaris Robinson, like this is why I'm saying we need more edge depth, bro. Because think about this shit. Like after Malcolm Kuntz and Max Crosby, who else are our edges? Where's the like Janaris Robinson? Cool, right? He showed a couple flashes. Where else? Right, and you talk about Tyree, but Tyree will be flip-flopping from inside to outside. He won't be a steady edge presence. No, he's not that.
He's gonna be a hybrid, as they call it.
Thank you. And when I say this, bro, because we have a lot of guys that's gonna stop the run. We got guys that can do both. I need a fucking a pure assassin on the side, bro, like a specialist. Yeah. I'm talking about a motherfucker that I'm just like, bro, just get the quarterback. That's it. That's all I need you to do, bro.
Yeah. No, I agree.
We need one more. We need one. Yeah.
Oh, no, absolutely. I thought we needed one more, too, which was why I wouldn't have been mad if we did that at number 44 or even 22, 122, whatever the next pick was. Get another defensive lineman, and now you're putting us at superstar status. I mean, I think we're already potentially there, but adding another real defensive lineman piece to what we have currently is superstar status. There's no way you can't tell me we don't have the best defensive line on paper, with I'm sure us proving exactly that within the first quarter of the season.
Right. Jay Robinson show flashes with not drunk. And look, I wasn't gonna put this up, but I'm gonna put this up because you know what, bro? We gotta shame dumb shit sometimes.
I agree.
Right, you know what I mean? Look, even if a player is watching this, or even if you just watching this right now at your house, don't do dumbass shit like drink and drive. All right, if you got somebody to call, or wait it out.
There's an Uber, there's a Lyft.
Right,
a lot of places will do it for you for free. Trust me.
Do not do that. All right, bro, that is dumb. And it will be shamed. All right. At the end of the day, bro, there's a lot of things that you can be doing other than that. But make smart decisions, protect yourself, protect others, man. That's what we gotta say right here.
Yes, sir.
At the end of the day, he did not get cut after that DUI, so he didn't get a second chance on that motherfucker though.
So they let him. So that tells me he's somebody. Nah, real talk. There's no way I get it. Look, there's no way of getting around it. If you do something this foolish at this point in time and you still get a pass, it's telling you something. It's telling you something, bro.
But then, like,
it's telling you something. I thought he was gone. I thought he was gone already.
Because it's the message like second chance shit now. I don't want to get all up into that, man.
I'm telling you, Rundown, if they've let him stay, that there's something to that.
Yeah, I don't want to get all into that. But at the end of the day, right, we're going to leave it at don't do dumb shit. Don't do dumb shit. But, you know, this is going a lot of this is going to be crazy battles in camp, right? So last but not least, as we getting close to the top of the show, the end of the show, make sure you're hitting the like button once again. Hit the subscribe button. Appreciate everybody that's in this mug, man. We're coming up on the hour, top of the hour, man. So remember, every Turf and Run, if you're barely joining the show, Turf and Rundown every Thursday, you can catch the replay on this mug as soon as we end this thing. But we got one more topic for you before we get into it, right?
Yeah.
And I said this yesterday, Aiden or Gardner, right? So I know that you are on the Aiden side.
Yes.
As you know, I'm on the Aiden side as well. So before we meet up pretty much with Leo and Chris on Sunday, right? And we're gonna see what goes on there because you know they own Gardner. We're gonna make the case for Aiden, right? We're gonna make the case for Aiden. So I'm thinking, like, why are you so adamant that Aiden can be that guy to at least lead the team?
Progression overnight with the most dysfunction that I'm sure he or any quarterback has ever seen in the NFL. Somebody tell me another most dysfunctional team like ours that's brought in the kid and they fired their coach halfway through that I can guarantee you forced them to get that number 4, right? Forced them to stay set in the pocket. There's just a lot that we absolutely 100% know this kid had no choice of. That's why everybody was talking about walking on eggshells. And man, you haven't seen anything from this kid yet. Everybody's talking all of this, you know, they want to see him more fired up, this and that. It's easy to say that when you're shell-shocked, it's your first job, and they're telling you to do the exact opposite. Telling you to act like Tom Brady. Telling you to not be yourself. I don't know. It's mind-boggling to me that everybody thinks he should have done better than he did instead of looking at how good he did based off of these particular circumstances. No other quarterback has had to deal with that at all. And I don't want to hear about these, well, he had weapons, this, that, and the third. Yes, we had a top 10 offensive line. But guess what? He had no offensive people in the building at all. They were all let go. They all went right after Mr. McDaniels went. There was no other offensive mind other than the quarterback.
There was no scheme.
We saw what happened with that.
Yeah.
So it's just give him his proper due, meaning give him an offensive coordinator. Give him a scheme that he can build off and know and understand and immediately start to put reads together on and not have to worry about, you know, how he's going to run or lack of running, whatever the case may be at all, because he knows and understands the offense. Give him the chance to actually try to scramble. That's another thing. If you look at a couple of the plays that he's had scrambling to his right or left, he's still throwing dimes. And again, we're talking about one of the most accurate passers in the NFL coming out of college. So you got to give these people time to develop. I mean, all I can say is think about you and your first job.
Right.
Was you the problem when you started? Was, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Was
very valid point.
I mean, you got to give him time. You have to.
I agree with that. I mean, now that we're here, we didn't draft a quarterback. Like I said, I wanted Jaden, but now that dream's dead. It's gone. So now I look at what we got, right? I'll see Gardner. I've seen what Gardner can do. I've seen multiple games of Gardner, so I have a very good estimation. But with Aiden, I don't fully know, right? I don't fully know. There was him ending the year pretty good, but now I'm like, okay, I think I want to see now, all right, full off season, you getting comfortable in the leader role. What does it look like? Right? What does a team being led by you look like? And again, you know, I continuously say it, and I said it during the season. I have to see him win a game.
Right.
I have to see him win a game.
That's imperative.
You know what I mean? It's imperative. It's imperative for me, bro. Like that's a box he has yet to check for me.
I agree.
We're talking about franchise, motherfucker.
Right. No, I agree. And that.
You know what I mean?
Like, accountable, bro. We gotta hold them accountable.
We gotta hold him accountable. And I like,
accountable.
I like him, right?
Yeah.
And we can say he was held back. That's fine. All that is fine. But everybody that is for AOC, we have to understand and admit that he has not won the Raiders a game.
No.
He has managed a game and not fucked up a game.
Right, but he hasn't won one.
He has not won a game.
I agree.
So until that box is checked, there is going to be doubt. And there's reasonable doubt. Because in the NFL, if you do not have a quarterback that can win you a game, it's a liability at the end of the day. We got to be real. It's a liability. 100%. Right? So we just got to see that box checked. If that box gets checked, right, in that pressure moment, we start seeing, okay, this motherfucker got some killer in him.
Right.
He got some of that in him. And once we see that, Cool. Now we can roll forward, bro.
And I think he has it. It's just and when this is the other beautiful thing about this kid, in my opinion. I think he has it, and when it comes out, you won't even see him celebrate it. It'll be just as like another day. It's expected. It's my job. Whatever. I've been doing this my whole life. I've been an accurate guy. I just needed a little time. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. But yeah, I don't see him unwrap. I don't see him being a Minshew. Minshew is a passionate.
No.
I don't see him, pumping, and I just don't see. I mean, don't get me wrong. Obviously, he's going to pump and do that. But I mean, just overreactions that you see from a lot of quarterbacks. I think he's going to emulate your guy. He's going to emulate your Tom Brady. He's going to emulate your guy that's been there before. He's just not that kind of a player, that rah-rah player. So
let's not start that. Let's not start it. I understand he changed to 12. Let's not start it. If he starts playing well, I understand what people are going to start saying, though. Right. I can fucking see it now.
Oh, you have to. Oh, yeah.
It's Turf. I don't know what's going on. Right? I don't know. We're probably going to lose hella viewers after I say this. We about to go in La La Land right now, bro. Okay. I want y'all to picture this right now. Y'all remember the picture with Aiden O'Connell at the draft, and it's a picture with Bryce Young, who else? Fucking Anthony Richardson, CJ Stroud, and it's him, right? They're all standing right there at that draft picture, right? I know, and our guy just changed his number to 12, but it's eerie. That shit got aura to it, bro. That shit is just weird, bro. You look at it, it's like, okay, you got the number 1 pick right there. You got CJ Stroud right there, right? It's like, all right, these are guys they're good. But this motherfucker, you just look at this dumpy motherfucker like in the picture, and it's like he just got aura to him, right? And it's just like he changed his number to 12. I'm not saying that it's fucking he's gonna be TB. I'm not saying that, but at the end of the day, bro, it's like this shit is just weird, bro. This shit is weird. It's starting to get weird. And he's a late round pick at that, right? He's not as late as Brady, but like it's starting to get weird.
He's that nowhere late as Brady, but the bottom line is fourth. It's pretty late. I'm a big time believer. I have been from day one. This is one of those things that I absolutely will brag about. Y'all don't want this to be the case because Turf will never ever let anybody live this down. Real talk. Like in fact, I want all of my videos sent directly to his house. I want a seat on the float on our first parade when we win, because I'm telling y'all right now, everybody thought I was crazy. Right? Tell me I'm wrong though. Real talk. Keep it real. Everybody told me I'm a clown. I don't have any man. Whatever. All I'm telling y'all is I know what I saw in this kid. If he gets the chance to come to fruition, you're going to see it. There is no ifs, ands, buts, or whats. He absolutely will come the ball out. It's just facts.
I'm so excited to see it, man. I'm excited as hell to see it, dog. So, that is another Turf and Rundown episode, man. You guys are here in attendance. We appreciate everybody here. Like we said, if you're watching if you're catching it right now, right, you can watch the replay, right, and then go ahead and run it back, man. But definitely we appreciate everybody that's in the building. Make sure you hit the thumbs up on both channels. But please. You know what the deal is, man. We're gonna go ahead and end it with some of that Turf wisdom, man. What you got to say to the people before we get on out of here, Turf?
Look, we are in a special situation. We're starting to turn the leaf on a lot of teams, meaning that we got allies. We've always been hated. We've always been the loner, right? We've always been the pirate. It is what it is, but things are starting to change. The ship is steering in the right direction, ladies and gentlemen. And it's time to stand up. I'm telling you, it's time to stand up. It's coming our way, and we need to be ready for it. Not only will it take players, the front office, the coaches, it's going to take us, the fans, straight up. We all have to do our part. So whether you loved it, hated it, liked it, disliked it, I could care less about all of that. Let's try to get it popping when game one of the season starts and not care about any of this stuff, right? This is what we get to do in the off season to have fun, play around, right? You know what I'm saying? Keep things relevant. But when the season starts, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to come together. Let's rock. That's all I gotta say. Let's rock. It's time to come together. It's time to really make this thing crazy. I'm gonna say it, man, and this is what might get us canceled from me saying. But y'all want to know one thing? Cowgirls, man, they stay together. They may not agree with a whole lot of stuff that's going on with their teams, and they are hated potentially worse than we are because they are quote unquote America's team. But what I can assure you is those fans stick together. We got a problem, and we don't do that. And go figure, maybe that's possibly why it's been 20 years. So it's just food for thought, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't get everything I wanted, and I stomped out and cried like a baby and took my ball and went home when they didn't pick who I thought they were supposed to pick in the first round either. But guess what? I'm over it. And Brock Bowers is the dude. It's time to rock. Let's go. So just remember
that's how we do, man. That's how we do. I mean, this is why we try to bring y'all the content. We try to bring y'all what we think, because at the end of the day, if we don't initially, like something, you're gonna see our immediate and natural reaction. That's just what it is, bro. Because we try to be as authentic as possible, but at the same time, right? You can come on a show the next day and we can blatantly tell you like we wrong, like we understand now. You know what I mean? And that's something that I feel like I like that we can do here on the show. I like that we can talk to the fans and at the end of the day have that type of dialogue, bro, because this is the type of energy it needs to be. You know what I mean? Like, we can disagree on some shit,
right?
But it don't got to be disrespectful. I don't got to disrespect you because we disagree, bro. Yeah, at the end of the day, like, we can still at the end of the day, the common goal is the same. You feel what I'm saying? Unless you just one of those motherfuckers that just want to be right to push your own agenda.
Right.
And be right all the time. Right, yeah. But
exactly.
The common goal is the same, bro. The goal is to win, and the goal is to just hopefully see the best product on the field. That's pretty much it.
Correct.
So at the end of the day, man, we appreciate y'all, man, because y'all make the environment up in this mug fun, man. But that's been another Thursday show. If you missed it, make sure you replay on that mug. You know we live every Thursday, 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Turf Time as well. You already know what time it is. So make sure you guys see y'all next Thursday. Y'all have a good one. Have a safe weekend. Peace.